Hi everyone. こんばんは。にゃんせよ。聞こえますでしょうか。こんばんは。Good evening or good day or good morning, depending on where you are. Can you guys hear me okay? 大丈夫そうですか。だんだん入ってきたと思います。Okay, cool. 今日のテーマっていうか題名が Story Time with MAKI なので、ちょっとお話しすることがあるかどうかは別で、とりあえず内弁をそれにしてみました。しかも18歳になってから初めての一人のライブなんで、こうやって一人で10時以降にやってるのがちょっと不思議ですけどOkay, so what kind of stories do you guys want to hear? Like about me when I was young, or younger when I was like a kid, or どういうお話が聞きたいですか？Scary stories? Oh, scary stories. That's cool. ちょっとじゃあ怖い話、本当に僕にあった今までで一番怖かった話。どれにしよっかな。そんなあるわけじゃないんですけど、で金縛りにあってウイジ君があれてたまにはエナジーは言ったもんな。はい5年生の時だったっけな。小学5年生の時、一回日本語で話してその後英語で言いますね。 I'll say it once in Japanese and then in English, okay? 小学5年生の時の夏休みの時に、そんな怖いかどうか分かんないですけど、その時ちょうどなんか意味が分かる意味が分かると怖い話みたいなのが流行ってて、だからなんかそういうのよく聞いててとかしてて、だからちょっとその時まだ結構怖がりだったんですよ。でなんか普通に夜寝るじゃないですか。でその時は家族全員で同じ部屋に布団敷いて寝てたんですけど、僕が寝てて起きてなんか音がしたとかじゃないんですけど、たまに夜起きちゃう時があるじゃないですか。そういう感じで起きちゃって一回で、なんか扇風機があったんですね。暑いから扇風機が回ってて、扇風機の前に誰かが立ってたんですよ。でなんだろうって思ってよく見たら、なんか斧を持ったちっちゃい女の子が立ってるように見えて、で俺はもう怖くて でもなんかしてくるとかじゃなくて、斧を持ってずっと立ってるだけで、お母さんが横にいたからお母さんに言ったら「いやいないわよ」みたいな言われてまあいないかと思ってそのまま寝たっていう、ただそのだけの話なんですけど、その時結構怖かったですね。その夏いろんな怖い夢見たりとかしてて、それが一番怖かったですね。目開けたら目の前に女の子が立ってたっていう、それだけの話です。と英語、This was when I was in 5th grade, in elementary school during summer, like summer break. During that summer, there was this thing called 意味がわかると怖い話, which means kind of like if you understand the meaning, then it turns into like scary stories, like scary stories with meaning, basically. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's a scary story, but if you understand the meaning, it becomes more scary or something like that. Anyway, so those things were like kind of trending, like in school. So it was like a thing. And then so everyone was doing it, and then I heard a lot of them. So I got this kind of scared feeling during that summer, like because I was hearing a lot of these scary stories. And during that summer, one night I was sleeping, and that time me and my family were sleeping all in the same room. So I was sleeping one night, and then there was a fan because it was hot during the summer. So there was a fan, a big fan that was keeping us like not sweaty or not hot, basically. And one night I woke up because of no reason, really. I just woke up, and then I saw a girl holding an axe, just standing in front of that fan. But she wasn't like doing anything. She was just standing in front of the fan holding an axe. And I got scared, obviously. So I told my mom that there's someone standing in front of the fan. And then obviously she wasn't happy because I woke her up in the middle of the night. And then she told me to go back to bed. So that was it. I just went back to bed. But yeah, it was pretty scary for me. But at least, you know, she didn't like come attack me with an axe or anything. So yeah, that's the scariest story that I have. Maybe you should start a podcast. Yeah, podcasts sound fun. "今日も出てくるかもよ」とか言わないでください。怖くて寝れません。その時でも一番怖かったのは金縛りでした。なんか金縛りの話もたくさん聞いてたんですよ。Sleep paralysis. I was hearing a lot of sleep paralysis stories during that time as well. So I was the most like frightening thing that I thought was sleep paralysis, like not being able to move, but your eyes are open and then your mind is awake and stuff like that. でなんかそういう話をたくさん聞いてて、そうだからすごい怖かったですね。でもその時にはなんなくてすごい良かったんですけど。 怖いのって怖いですね。怖いのは怖いか。皆さん金縛りあったことありますか？ Have you guys ever been in sleep paralysis? ない。ないんだ。なんだっけ、金縛り、この前も言ったな、金縛りにあった時の体を動けるようになる対処法を一回聞いたんですけど、なんか体の一部を一点集中させて、その部分だけ動かすと、そっからだんだんわって体が動くようになるらしいですよ。だからそう、なんか指とか、その時はウイジュ君のたまにはエナジーの後にもう一回なったんですけど、その時はクローゼットからなんか出てくるような音がしたんですけど、でもこれ目開けたらもう終わりだなって思って、見えたらもう絶対怖くて無理だなって思ったので、その時ニコラスが同じ部屋にいたんですけど、だからニコラスの名前を呼ぼうとしても声が出なくて、あみたいな。でももうなんかクローゼットからなんか出てくる音はしたし、もう目開けられないから、とりあえず動けるようにしようって思って、僕は人差し指ってか指を頑張って動かそうとして、もう力全部振り絞って動かしたら、また元に戻ってそのまま寝れました。怖かったね。I was in sleep paralysis like twice. The first time it was like when Juju came in the room and said "tamani wa energy." But the other time, it was actually a few days after I watched a horror movie, and then so I was sleeping, and then I heard something that horror character that was in the movie come out of the closet, and so I had to keep my eyes closed, because if I opened my eyes and I saw whatever came out of the closet, then I thought it was the end for me. So I just kept my eyes closed, and then Nico was next to me, so I tried to call Nico's name, but my voice didn't come out like whatsoever. And so yeah, I tried to call Nico, but my voice didn't come out. And then I tried to wiggle my finger, because if you're able to move like one part of your body during sleep paralysis, then like your whole body starts to move, and then it becomes okay. So I tried to wiggle my index finger, and then it moved, and then my body started to like be able to move again, and then I went just back to sleep. So yeah. Story time's fun. なんかお話しするの楽しいですね。楽しいお話ししよう。楽しいお話。じゃあ怖いのやめて、一個ずっとこれルネに話してみたいなっていう話があったんですけど、めっちゃ子供の時の話で、幼稚園とか保育園とかそんぐらいかなの時の話で、なんか学校っていうか最後の 帰る前の10分みたいな時間でちょっと音楽聴きながらなんか楽しもうみたいな、そういう感じの余った時間で楽しもうみたいな感じの時間があって、そこでみんなでなんだろう、踊ったりとかなんかふざけ合ったりとかしてて、僕はちょっといい考えができたんですよ。なんでこう考えたかわからないんですけど、なんか逆立ちしてわざと怪我したふりして、でもいや全然痛くないですよみたいな感じに振る舞ったら、おーかっこいいみたいな反応されるんじゃないかなって、その時のマキは思ったわけですよ。だから実際やってみて、先生の前でよし逆立ちするぞってやって逆立ちして、でなんかなんだろう、頭から落ちて、でもなんか頭から落ちたことを先生は気づいてくれなかったんですよ。だからいていててみたいな感じの演技をしたら、先生にマキ何してんねんみたいな感じで、何してんのみたいな、それはそうなるでしょみたいな、自業自得やんみたいな反応されて、全然作戦成功しなかったっていう話です。でかっこつけようとしたらめっちゃ恥ずかしい思いをしたっていうYeah, I'm doing embarrassing stories right now. This was when I was in primary school, like before, I think no, between kindergarten and first grade, like between that thing. So it was like 10 minutes before going home, and then we had this like thing where before we go home we like listen to music and then like play or like dance or just have like a fun time to like pass time basically. And so I had this plan in my mind where like, okay, I'm gonna do a handstand, I'm gonna pretend to fall and then pretend to get hurt, but then say that I didn't feel a thing, like nothing hurt. And then if I do that, then everyone would probably think I'm cool. Like that was the plan that I had in mind. Yeah. And remember, this was when I was like in like 6 years old or 8 years old or something like that. So yeah, that was a plan, okay? So everyone was dancing and having a fun time, and then I did a handstand out of nowhere. And then I pretended to fall, pretended to get hurt, and but the teacher didn't notice like me getting hurt basically. So I went up to the teacher and said, I'm hurt or something like that. I got hurt or something. And then what I thought was that she would ask me, oh, Maki, are you okay? Like something like that. And then my answer would be, no, I'm fine. And then I thought that would be cool. But whatever happened was I went up to the teacher and then I said, oh, miss, I'm hurt. And then she was like, of course you're gonna get hurt, what are you doing? Or something like that. And then yeah, my plan nothing went as planned, and yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, that was an embarrassing moment for me. It was so funny because I had everything planned out in my mind, and I was gonna go like, if I do this, then this will happen, and then I'll say this, and then I thought it would go so well, but it went like so horribly. It's funny to think about now, but it was really embarrassing. This is fun, like talking about stories. I might do this again. ここまでにしようかな、今日は。またやります。I'm gonna do another story time if I have any stories to tell you guys again. So, yeah. 今日はここまでにします。 Bye guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my scary and embarrassing stories. Bye bye.